In the darkest chasms of the cosmos, where even light quails before the void, there emerged a colossus, born from the nightmares of a forsaken god, an instrument of divine retribution. From the abyss it descended with fury unrelenting, its form a grotesque mockery of celestial purpose. Its cannons wept fire, scouring the stars, as the very void trembled in its wake. As the moment of reckoning drew near, an unnatural silence fell, suffocating all in its path. The cursed vessel's lights dimmed to a sickly pallor, casting long shadows that writhed like serpents. The air thickened, pressing down with the weight of impending doom, each passing second an eternity. Then, from the depths of its infernal core, a hum began, deep and resonant, as though the ship itself were awakening from a nightmare too terrible to speak. Smoke curled from the cannons, foretelling the annihilation soon to come. And then, the roar. The heavens themselves were torn asunder, igniting with unholy fire as the ship's beam, the laser of final judgment, struck with divine wrath. It cut through the fleet with perfect malice, the beams of destruction dancing like demonic tongues of flame, savouring each vessel's demise. The proud ships, once beacons of life and ambition, were reduced to ash and ruin, their souls consumed in the crucible of the void. The silent abyss, now a graveyard, was littered with the desecrated remains of those who dared to defy the Almighty's decree. The harbinger of death moved with the solemn grace of an executioner, its every motion a ritual of eternal damnation. It was not merely a vessel, it was the hand of God, the end of all things, conducting the final requiem for the countless souls that had once known hope. A dance of death, choreographed by an unforgiving power, played out across the stars. The screams of the damned echoed through the emptiness, pitiful cries that reverberated against the walls of eternity, their souls forsaken and their flesh forgotten. Their song was the lament of the condemned, a melody of despair, rising and falling on the winds of oblivion. The flames consumed them, leaving behind only their souls, hollow echoes in the infinite dark. In the stillness, voices began to whisper, ancient and terrible, praising the vessel as the chosen sword of the Eternal One. They chanted in a forgotten tongue, words so old that even the stars themselves had long since lost memory of their meaning. It was the prophecy fulfilled, the divine will manifest. The harbinger of death was no mere weapon, it was a living testament to a world lost to divine wrath. An instrument of judgment, unyielding and without mercy, driven by the will of a God who had turned his gaze from creation to destruction. And it continues endlessly, through the desolation of space, an eternal voyage, carrying with it the final, unrelenting dirge for the lost. Its name is spoken in hushed, trembling whispers, a name that means the end of all things, a revelation to behold.